Sarah Stascavage, and I am a pro motocross course marshal. My fondest memory of Shawn is that he requested that Drake Stanley, my boyfriend, and I get to be part of his event. That was his vision for this event here in Orange, Texas, so I'm really excited to be here and I feel very honored.
Hi, my name is Drake Stanley, and I'm the lead course marshal for Pro Watercross. Shawn Compton was a good friend, and it pleases me greatly to be here and work the Shawn Compton Memorial Race, Rumble on the River in Orange, Texas. It's a great event and supports the Compton family and everything that Shawn stood for: racing, America, family, Texas.
My name is Ryan Tunnell. I met Shawn last year at Jeans for my first time racing ever. Super duper nervous, and him and Stephanie, they welcomed me like family out there and made me super comfortable and just coached me along, helped me along, gave me tips and helped me when my ski was being temperamental. He threw me a pair of goggles when I lost my second pair, but they definitely were really supportive and encouraging, and I couldn't thank them more than making me feel welcomed and wanting to come back each and every time and being excited about it. It was a huge deal and a time when I needed this in my life, and they definitely made it better, and I can't thank them enough.
Hi, my name is also Siobhan. I've known Shawn for a year and a half now. I started racing last year, and my first race did not go too well, but Shawn took me in his family, and that really meant a lot to me, and that's all I'll remember about him, is how he takes in his family. It really means a lot.
Hi, my name is Joe Borilski. I was friends with Shawn Compton. The memory that most sticks out to me would have to be when I first met him in Louisville. It was my first moto of my first race ever, and right into the first turn on the sweeper, see a big splash in front of me. I really didn't know what I was doing yet, and as I was coming up, a head popped out of the water about 3 feet off to the side of me. It scared the crap out of me. Finished the race. Afterwards, had to go over and check on him, and that's how we became friends.
My name's Vu Tran, and I met Shawn out here racing. The one thing that really stands out to me is how committed of a father he was. When I first met him, he was racing, and Kenny hadn't really gotten into it. So, as Kenny got older and got more involved in the sport, he took a step back personally to race, or stopped his racing career and kind of focused on Kenny and Haley and let them grow into the sport. So, the biggest thing was I really liked how committed of a father he was, and really was very involved into that.
Hoffer. I knew Shawn from riding. He knew him before he took over TXH2O, but he was just an awesome guy. Every time I talked to him, it's like every person he met, he never met a stranger or anything. And he would race and announce. And the first time I ever got a hole shot at Jeans, one of our places we rode all the time, he announced it, and it was a really cool experience. I got it. People recorded that, and so I've got Shawn, telling me, hey, that's Evan's first hole shot ever. So he's a great guy. I just really miss him.
Pretty good. Green flag, yeah.
My name is Shannon Henning. I am wife to Ralph Henning, mother to Carly Henning. I met Shawn after he took over the racing. We had raced the year before that, and Shawn was a breath of fresh air. He would walk around like a crazy maniac, do things right, do things wrong, gave it all his effort. His hardest thing was trying to get people to come eat the free dinner he would have on Saturday night. And so I said, Shawn, you gotta be loud. And he goes, I'm trying to feed everybody, it's free. And I said, well, that's it. So the next week I went on Amazon and ordered him a dinner bell, one of those triangle dinner bells that you ring, so he could call everybody to dinner. And he was just a great guy, and cared for all of us like we were his own family, and that's what we became, was family. So we love you, Shawn.
The fondest memory of Shawn Compton's got to be his mispronunciation of everybody's names, and hearing him on speaking and announcing on the score tower, talking about Billy Katera and Austin Chavon and everybody else he'd mispronounce. But he always had fun. It was always a good time with Shawn around. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Carly, and my fondest memory of Shawn Compton would have to be when he calls me Carrie or Mr. Henning or all the other names, but he was very thoughtful and called me on my birthday every year, always early.
Ralph Henning looking at halfway. Robert Dunlap having a lot more fun. Humason, and I just remember Shawn. I'm not a racer, I'm a pit mom, and I just remember how kind he always was to me and how he always had a smile on his face, and I miss him a lot this year.
Hi, my name is Jerry Garman, and I'd met Shawn Compton the morning of the Fairview race for the first time, although he had encouraged us to come down and race with Texas H2O, and just seemed like a really super nice guy, and it was a great pleasure to meet him, and you know, his whole family's just great, and they're just good people to be around, and he really wanted to grow the sport, and I hope that's the direction that it keeps going.
Hi, I'm Ron Humason, and my best memory of Shawn Compton was when he put Autumn's Pirate Kitty logo on the pit race banner, and thank him for that. We're gonna miss you, Shawn.
Ron Humason, and my greatest memory of Shawn was when he paid for my class in Naples, Florida, and got to go out there and see what it was like in the big world of racing, and it was really fun.
Claire and Garmin, and I just feel really lucky that I got to meet Mr. Compton. He was a great guy. He raised a great family, great kids, and just really cared and loved our sport and wanted to grow it. So I feel really lucky that I got to meet him.
This is Joey Domang with Pro Watercross, coming to you from the closing of the Rumble at the River on Orange, Texas. This is the Shawn Compton Memorial Race while we're all here. Had a beautiful weekend of racing with the Vintage 550 class being the biggest class. We had 11 riders on the line with battles all throughout the pack. We had Spark class competition. We had runabout competition. It was just a great weekend for racing. We want to thank everybody that came and just give a wish you were here. You missed out on a great event. And of course, why we're here is to send off a memory of a man, Shawn Compton, that tried to take racing to the next level here in Texas, and we wanted to honor that for him, which I think we did, especially in the ski classes, and we just need more for this event in the future. They say that we're going to have this event continuing, and I love it because it's in my hometown. It's in a great location in Orange on the Gulf Coast, the third coast, and riders of America come to Houston area, come to Lake Charles area, come to Southeast Texas. We have good food, we have friendly people, and a great atmosphere for a race on our rivers and lakes. So in closing, it was a great weekend. We want to thank all of the staff for coming and doing this, all the people that volunteered. Thank you to our servicemen and women, and remember Shawn. He was a great person in our sport, and he'll truly be missed. Thank you.
Safe boat to race officials. Great job. We appreciate y'all coming out, and plus the Compton family. Thanks all for your assistance.
This is the U.S. Coast Guard. Godspeed to the Comptons. Good job, officials. We'll see you next year.